There is a right way to warm up, and I want to share it with you because too many times have I seen somebody walk into the gym fresh off the street, throw a gym bag down, and just start pounding plates onto a bar and wonder why they didn't have a great workout. And the keys to a good warm-up is it's gonna make sure that you have pretty consistent performance, that you don't hurt yourself, and that you usually maximize the work that you're gonna do for the day so you get more gains. So when we're thinking about warming up, I often think about it in the context of the way I design workouts, which is a lot of the work is gonna be front loaded into like 1 or 2 exercises at the beginning of the workout. So I like big compound lifts like squat, bench press, deadlift, or some variation of. So that's what we're gonna talk about in context. Now, let's say you were deadlifting that day, and so you know that you have to hit a set of 5. Maybe that set of 5 is going to be somewhere around 225 pounds. So given that this, let's say, is close to your max, let's say it's a very high effort day, then what you might do is have, somewhere between 4 or 5 warm-up sets before that in order to get to that weight, but not exhaust yourself prior. And the key guiding principles of a warm-up is that it's gonna prepare you for the work, it's not gonna fatigue you, but it's gonna get your brain ready enough to know what to expect by the last set. So how I would structure that. So let's say our end goal fundamentally is gonna be, let's say that 225 times 5. Cool. Most of the time in most gyms, you have to start at 135 on the bar. So you might do that 135 for a set of 5. You might do something like 165 for a set of 3. We'll go 185 for another set of 3. And then you might hit something in between like 205 for just a single. So your top set, 225 times 5, but you have these reps in between counting down, kind of like a pyramid. So you start, can't seem to undo this marker. Who needs to lift now? So we got a little pyramid. So as the weight goes up, the reps go down so that you know what to expect. But in this case, by the end of it, by the time you get to your work weight, you are good to go. You don't have to worry. Your brain's ready, your body's ready, and you'll usually perform pretty well this way. Now let's say you have a high rep set. So let's say on the flip side of things, let's say this was a set of 10. So I would start with this 135 for a set of 10. I would then half that. So again, go times 5, probably another times 5. So that way, by the time you get to a set of 10, you don't have this overwhelming shock of reps to do. So that's essentially like the way that I look at it is like, I try to get enough work in so that I am not super surprised by the last set of how many reps I need to get in. And you'll usually know by the second to last or the last warm up if you hit it right as far as the feeling, because you should feel like going into that work set that you're pretty prepped and like it's not a big jump in terms of like you're not making a big leap of faith in terms of hitting those weights. Some things that I've used in the past with clients who, let's say, have a little bit more lift anxiety, like they're just not sure fundamentally like what they can do on a day, is I might actually, instead of tapering this hard up to this set of 5, I might actually instead, stick with, doing a set of 5 in the beginning, another set of 5. I might stick with a set of 3 and then another set of 3 so that I only have another 2 reps to add on that last set and that gap becomes smaller. I might shrink, I might do another in-between set. So instead of 205 to 225, I might shrink the gap here and go 205 and then jump up to 215 and then do 225. So there's different ways that you can look at it. The key modifiers that you're gonna make are gonna be, you're always kind of starting at the whatever reps you're gonna finish at. But as you go up in the pyramid, you're gonna taper down the reps because you don't wanna accumulate too much fatigue. But then by the end, once you get close to that, end set, if you're super confident and just need to save some gas, you need to save energy, then you're gonna taper down pretty hard. If you are the type of person who worries about that last lift, then you might do very steady sets on the way up, still taper down, but stay within about 2 to 3 reps of whatever your top set's gonna be. And those are gonna be your guiding principles. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, I would love to hear them. Just drop them down in the comments. And if you felt that you got some value out of this, please do subscribe and keep watching out for more videos like this every single week. All right, bring it.